Hello, Sagittarius. Welcome to your money and finances monthly reading forecast. This is going to be for all the Sagittarius Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter sign placements. Sagittarius, I already shuffled and laid out your spread along with clarifiers, so let's just get into your reading. Oh, Sagittarius, if you hear any noises, loud noises, that will be construction. My neighbor is doing construction. So let's see what's going on for you with your money and finances. So Sagittarius, what I'm seeing here is your focus is you have the Three of Pentacles and the Star. So you are focused on being very creative. You're trying to build something new. You have a dream, a wish to create and build something here, where you want to build your money. You may have a goal for a business, but with the Three of Pentacles and the Star here, your focus is building your money, healing your money and your finances. You're having hope for what you're building and working towards creating for your money and finances to be healed, for you to have success, for you to have things come together for your money and finances. And so that is your focus. You're working on your money and finances. You're building it. Now, in the recent past, you do have the Knight of Pentacles with the King of Cups. So in the recent past, you may have had a slow start, or things have moved slowly for you with your money and finances. You may have had to be more responsible with your money and finances and be more accountable about your money and finances and decisions and actions with your money and finances. You may have even felt, because it says here, will work for idiots. You may have worked for, or have been working with others or someone else, in you trying to build your money and finances or work on your money and finances, where you feel like who you was working with was a fucking idiot, or just wasn't really bringing their A game to your goals, and you trying to build and heal the money and finances, or the wishes you have for what you want to build, regarding your money and finances here. But you may have needed help also with your money and finances, because you may have made some mistakes, or some mistakes were made with your money and finances where you had to take responsibility in the situation. And so in the present with your money and finances, Sagittarius, you do have the Knight of Cups with the Ace of Swords. So in the present, you are focusing on either creating opportunities, or you are looking for offers for money and finances, where you are trying to think of the opportunities, or you may have dreams or goals for how you're going to create opportunities for money, or gain opportunities for money. With the Ace of Swords here, you are trying to have a breakthrough. You're trying to have clarity. You're trying to see the truth about your money and finances. You may be trying to avoid any stoppage with your goals with your money and finances. You may be looking at your plans with your money and finances. You may be looking at all sources of help that could be available to you with your money and for your money and finances, but you're looking for the resources with your money and finances in order for you to have a breakthrough, in order for you to cut away what doesn't serve you financially, or with what you are trying to monetarily build for yourself in your aims to heal your money, but also have some wish fulfillment with what you're trying to build and see happen with your money and finances. Now, you also may be waiting for an offer or waiting for an opportunity as it has to do with your money and finances, and you may be waiting for communication at present, or waiting for some news. Now in the future, Sagittarius, you do have the Ten of Pentacles with the Tower. So with the Ten of Pentacles here, I feel that you are in the future focused on your stability and your security. You are focused on gaining more money, and you are focused on a legacy, building your legacy, or creating a legacy. But you definitely are focused on growing your money successfully and in a big way. With the Tower here, you want drastic changes to your money and finances to happen. But I also feel, Sagittarius, for some of you, you could be facing some adversities, challenges with the stability and security of your money and finances in the future. Now, this could be changes that you might need to adapt to, or this may be changes in perspectives that you experience some conflict or issue with what you are trying to build with your money and finances. There might be clashes in perspectives with how you think, how someone else thinks. If you're working with someone or getting help, or trying to work with someone, trying to get help. This could be a family member or family, or in a relationship, or, you know, this could be someone you're working with in business, or someone you collaborate with. But there may be a change in perspective. You could get a epiphany, or you trying to reset your money and finances in the future. But definitely in the future, there's a focus on your stability and security. But I do feel that you are building more stability and security here for sure, with the focus of avoiding any adversities, any sudden changes, any uncomfortable changes. So your money and finances is improving in the future, Sagittarius. Now, your attitude towards your money and finances is you do have the King of Pentacles with Death. Now, with the King of Pentacles here, you have the Midas touch, Sagittarius. Whatever you lay your hands to, you're able to create. I feel that you are like in your secret lab. I feel that whatever you're doing, you're trying to keep secret. You're not trying to really let anybody know, or you don't really want anyone to know what you are doing or working on or building or creating or manifesting around, you know, your money and finances goals. Because whatever it is that you're doing is a game changer for you. You're trying to transform your money and financial situation in a huge way. And you being very secretive about it. You may be focused on, you know, your stability and the management of your money and finances, with the focus of making big changes. You may be looking at what you can let go of in order for you to initiate something new. But you are looking to have some transformation with your money and finances through your creativity. And there is an air of secrecy about it, where you're keeping something hidden. With what you're working on and trying to have wish fulfillment or healing around. Now, Sagittarius, your concern and influences around your money is you have the Ace of Swords and you do have the Eight of Cups. So you are concerned about whether or not you have clarity with what you're doing about your money and finances. You are concerned about whether or not you're going to have a breakthrough. You may be concerned about the collaboration you may engage in with others, and whether or not you see eye to eye, or if you're on the same page, because this Ace of Swords does say, I see humans but no humanity. So you may feel that someone may not see your perspective about your money aims and goals, and you may be concerned about that. But you're concerned about coming up with a plan that works. You want to make sure that you're cutting away the bullshit. You're seeing the truth in things. You want the plans that you come up with to work. And you also are concerned about being able to move on from what no longer serves you emotionally. And you're concerned about whether or not you are or will be emotionally unfulfilled about what you're doing or focused on for your money and finances plans. But definitely you want to have a breakthrough. You're concerned about whether or not you're going to have a breakthrough and whether or not you're going to be able to move on from being unfulfilled by the way your money status is, or what issues you've been having with your money and finances. And so your challenge, your obstacle around your money and finance, Sagittarius, is you do have the Nine of Pentacles and you do have the Five of Cups. So you have the challenge of trying to have financial independence the way that you want. You have the challenge of having that financial comfort and stability and security that you want to have, that success with this Nine of Pentacles. You want to be very resourceful. So you're having problems with achieving that level of luxury and security financially that you have set your aims to reach. You also are challenged with crying over spilled milk. You may be faced with some unhappiness. You're having problems with finding happiness or satisfaction or being able to recover from any setbacks you may experience in your ability to be resourceful and to become financially independent and to have or reach that level of financial comfort and security and stability that you want to be at. So the focus here is that if you do experience any actual financial loss, or if you're just unhappy by whatever means you have taken up, that even though they seem practical, but you have not seen the progress that you want in the situation, is to not focus on the lack of the progress or the lack that you see for what you're doing with your money and finance or trying to achieve, but to focus on how to recover, how to salvage the situation, or focus on what's available to you that can allow for that progress. What else can you do? And so your outcome with your money and finances, Sagittarius, is you do have the Queen of Swords with the Ace of Cups. So there's a need for you to focus with this Queen of Swords on being logical, to detach yourself emotionally as it has to do with your focus on your money and finances, to think clearly, to come up with a plan, to make sure that the plan that you come up with, that it isn't a plan that comes back to harm you in any way. You see how this pistol is focused back at her. So you want to make sure that you're making the right decisions, you're making the right choices, that the plans you are making about your money and finances are logical, are the best plans, are the best choices, okay? That you are being clever and that you are accurate and that you are creating opportunities and you being logical about the opportunities that you're pursuing or trying to create for yourself, and that you are not because what you don't want to do is lack clarity. You don't want to make the wrong decisions. You don't want to be impractical. You don't want to be illogical. You don't want to be emotionally driven. with your money decisions and money plans, especially as it has to do with you trying to create an opportunity or seize opportunities with this Ace of Cups. But opportunities are possible. Just be logical about what opportunities you should pursue or create so that the decisions you're making don't come back to harm you financially. But there is the ability for you to make the right decisions, to come up with a good plan where you can see money opportunities or create money opportunities for yourself. But you're going to have to detach emotionally and not get emotional here with your money and finances, with what you're building and hoping for and aiming towards. And you have to stay hopeful and maintain your vision. I hope these messages help. Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching. Bye.